Hey everyone, I got into another account to do a one more dimensional arena, and I'm going to try to speedrun this without much explaining and without much thinking. So let's go just YOLO it basically. So the shared hero is the same as on the previous hero because it's the same server. So the other three options are pretty terrible and the relics are pretty okay. I think it's okay, yeah, it's passable. So let's start the card collection, and we have Yorm, Victoria, Elmer, and Elerian. Now Yorm is the most OP hero in the game almost, like she's close to the perfect tier. Elmer is pretty decent in here, and Victoria is amazing. Elerian, we do not talk about the Elerian, he's basically Ashlyn but Avengers, so pretty bad hero overall. In the group 2 we have Leviathan, we have Victoria, both are super good. We have Emily and Marlena, also both are super good. So a pretty tough choice between group 1 and group 2, but the group 1 I think overall wins because of the flexibility and because of the Fate hero. Whereas in the group 2 we can just pick Leviathan from our own collection, assuming we have her, which I do not in this account, but let's, for the sake of others, assume we have her. So it's just basically Leviathan and potentially building up to Tsuki if we get her, which is just relying on additional luck, which we do not like. In the group 3 we have Elisha, Odin and Talos. Both are pretty good heroes, Elisha and Odin. Talos is an amazing filler. Christine might be good in here, I'm not really sure. In the normal Omniheroes game she's not really good. She's a hero with a niche potential, maybe someday. But overall we have Elisha and Odin, pretty amazing heroes, Talos as well, but overall I think this is pretty close actually with the group 1. Like, both of these heroes are quite flexible, and Talos builds for Monarch Mystifiers. We already have Hades for the Odin, so yeah, it's shaping up to be pretty nice even with the group 3 and with the group 1. But I'm going to choose group 1 because I like the heroes better, and I think they're slightly better in the option, especially with Elmer. In the round 2 we have Karnak, Lysandra, Madeline, and Alice. Alice is pretty good, but the others we do not like, so let's just skip over them. In the group 2 we have Navi, Trupus, Albert, and Solomon. Solomon is pretty bad hero. Albert does well in this mode. I don't think he's that great. Atrupus and Navi could be niche picks, but I'm going to skip over them for now. Maybe someday. Like I don't want to build a team around the EV heroes, and this is just EV, so not really a good option. I would rather pick group 1 in here to have at least some deviants and some royals in the team. In group 3 we have the winner, the clear winner, Leviathan, Elisha, and Arthur. Arthur is not as good, but I do not really mind having him. Elisha is pretty amazing. She brings CC, she brings scaling, and then we have Leviathan, which is one of the most broken PvP heroes in the game, so it's pretty easy to pick. Now we have relics. These 4 relics are not really amazing. Lance is okay, but the rest are not really good. Gord is pretty bad on 5 stars, and it doesn't have Wukong nor a 9-star forbidden chest, so yeah, pretty skip group in my opinion. Only Night Sage is nice. Python's Mirror is too low of stars without Avengers or Phantom, so a skip group. Now in the group 2 we have better choices actually. I really like the belt, I really like the swollen shields and the scales. So a really nice group. I might pick it. It's not the most broken group, but it's a nice niche fillers group. Group 3 is it's actually really good as well. I think I will pick actually group 3. It's better than group 1, and it's for sure better than group 2. So yeah, I think I will pick this. What does this do? Relic? Oh yeah, it increases the damage and purifies the debuffs. People also say it purifies the control debuff, so I'm going with this group, particularly because it fits my team better than the rest of the group. Now to go back to the round 4 heroes, Dullahan is pretty nice, Monarch, but I do not have Mystifiers. Katrina is really nice for the sustain. Sylvan has a really high DPS outcome, and Dorabella is ethereal and the Monarch, which could fit in the synergies, but not really great hero on her own because this game mode doesn't really have high HP numbers to make use of her follow-ups and the use of her epic runes. Group 2 is pretty amazing. Ophelia is nice, Ying Zheng is amazing, has flat scaling, Katarina also has flat scaling on her attack, but we do lack the Mystifiers, although Catherine, I don't think she's tied to Mystifiers, she's pretty flexible because she scales of healing and she's a striker, and Ying Zhang really does scale up only with Avengers, I think. So a pretty rough choice with the Ying Zhang. Ophelia is really nice. We do have Arthur, we do have the Doom, so and Victoria as well for the defense. So group 2 is pretty nice compared to group 1. And group 3 is even better. This group is definitely a winner, and let's explain why. We have Astrid, who increases the attack of all allies by speed. We have Behemoth, which increases the speed, and then we have Tiamat, who is also a flexible hero because she's there to debuff enemies, not really to deal stuff with Corrode. So Baisugjan is really nice with Elisha, but not something we will use, only if desperate. So group 3, despite group 2 being good, it has too many niche picks like Ying Zhang in my opinion and Catherine, but Ophelia is really nice, and I think Catherine is really nice regardless. So group 3 is just simply the better because two monarchs, two amazing heroes, and the third hero being a really good amazing filler hero that fits any team. We are just simply going to pick the group 3. Now round 5 with group 1, a pretty bad group. None of these heroes you want, none of them are good at all. Schrodinger might be okay, but really don't play around Schrodinger. It's a pretty bad group, and you don't want any of these heroes at any time, so just skip this group. Let's go group 2. Group 2 is solid. It's not ideal, but if it comes to it, we will pick it, and you have use of Wukong and Lilith. The other two are not that ideal to be usable, and they will likely be benched, but Lilith can fit a lot of teams for scaling, and Wukong can fit protectors. Or ethereals, really. And then group 3, I think I will go pick group 3. We have Lamia, we have Gaia. I don't think Lamia is that broken, but she's usable. And then we have Victoria, who is also a Valiantor and a Monarch and a Celestial. So Gaia plus Victoria and the potential 2 fillers against 2 fillers and unusable trash. So we are just going to pick up Gaia and Victoria and 2 fillers. And then for the last part we are going to pick our relics. So right now we have a lot of recovery relics it seems, and a decent chunk of chrono. So we're missing the middle slot relics, which this group is really bad. Why? Let me explain. The crown and the spear are the most useless relics in the game, bar none. Shield is good and Gleipnir is good, but these 2 relics just you're picking 2 relics that are unusable, like literally unusable. So this group has a lot of usable relics, and group 1 has tricky. It's really tricky. I think group 1 is nice, but I don't have Wukong for the guard, so I'm going with the group 2, although it's not ideal, but it will do the job. Most of these relics are quite flexible and they will fit in with the teams. So for the teams, I have made and decided to go for these teams. Like, remember, this is just temporarily, and consider this like a mini PvP guide. So we're obviously running all of our Mystifier heroes in here. Consider that I didn't pick any of the heroes because this account doesn't really own any of the heroes, but if I were to choose, I would probably pick Aphrodite and Hela for the Albert. Like, consider Albert to be either Aphrodite or Hela, and I would make some changes around here. But yeah, since I don't have her in this account, it's pretty filler right now. To move to the main team, the Mystifiers, so this team is pretty much based around scaling and really denying the attack scaling from opponents while trying to survive as long as possible. With the power of Behemoth and Astrid, we are scaling and having the 3 monarchs for the survival. Tiamat is in position 1 because you want people to target her because she only takes damage from crits, which is quite rare. We have Gaia, which basically manipulates speed, and then Behemoth as well, which is also for the speed. And then Victoria for the scales, the scaling, and for the further 3 monarchs and 2 celestials. So a pretty nice synergy filler that will also enable our scaling and our survival. Then on the team 2 we have the Dooms team with Jormungandr for the 3 monarchs, although we do not have the celestials in here unfortunately, which I could improve by obviously picking like Cleopatra from my selector or Aphrodite and then using Aphrodite or something. instead of like Elisha or Yorm in here. So again, it's something that you can fix because both Hela and Aphrodite are monarchs. So yeah, this team is basically based around that, and I think Lamia is pretty niche. Maybe we can use the Helios because he's pretty good when he crits, and we have Elisha, so but not really two heroes to activate the Elisha. So yeah, kind of unfortunate really, but we make it work. It's okay. So basically this, and yeah, the entire purpose of this team is to survive and reflect back while scaling from Elisha and from the Yorm, and occasionally from Lamia and Arthur as well. So pretty nice team for roundup like scaling and survival. Unfortunately, the two Celestials missing is quite bad, but it is what it is. And then on the team 3, we have just pure Valiantors with Hades and Elmar, Victoria, Macaria, and Albert as a filler. Obviously, you don't want Albert here, but it is what it is. So 3 Monarchs again for the survival, pretty balanced Deviants and Celestial synergy, and we have 4 Valiantors. Hades is here to basically carry, while the rest of the heroes just basically for the Monarch synergy to make him live as long as possible, so he can eat as many people as possible. As for the relics, we have the scaling relics on the Mystifiers while keeping the torch for the fortitude effect, so my heroes don't really die. Then we have the 3 Dooms relic for the additional action, more chances for Elisha to freeze, more chances for Lamia to do her and scale up her ult attack. And then we have the Valianters, we have the increase the damage on the ultimates because Macaria does her ultimates if enemies die, and she's basically Tammy's with her runes. Then we have the CC cleanse because Valianters really do suffer when it comes to CC. And then we have additional shield increase for the better survival. So I just made this for fun, not really a deep look at, but something maybe helps other people, just basically for fun. World Arena, or rather Dimensional Arena, and yeah, see you in the next one.